keep them hand claps going right there. Yes. Monday, December the 11th. You are here live on the Fifth Quarter Sports
I
Podcast.
took all my sodas out the box.
DJ.
I'm your host, Mr. Kevlar Treat of Swell. It's okay. I already got the background noise eliminated. Man, oh man, do we have the return of two people that are detrimental to this show. And as far as we have come, they have helped us build, they have helped us grow. Got my boy, Mr. Skip from Skip's Trophies and More hanging out with us tonight. Hey.
What's going on, people, man? I'm back, man, for at least one that I know of. But I wanted to come on. I'm going to get into it, man, but this night is special for more reasons than one, and I'll get into it when we go farther into the show.
As he said, this night is special, and we also have the return of the Kick Step King coach. Hey, man. Hey, what is up? Hey, I gotta tell you, real quick. I got your file. I know you were busy last week, but I had to put the write-up in the file. The No Call No Show. So that one's on your record. But we missed you. We're glad you're back. Glad you got back safely. Everything went well. And then above you, man, Mr. Diamond Dirty D for life. D, what it is, what it ain't.
Good evening, people. Good evening.
Fellas, we back, man. We back. Damn, all four of us. It feels weird. You know what? Let me put Skip over there in his spot. Oh, he's back.
My spot is where I was, pimp. But it's okay. Y'all put me where you want, man. I'm a guest now, so.
Well, we appreciate you being on with us, man. Coach Abe. We talked about it. We waited for it. We wanted to hear it. What happened, man? What's been going on? How you been? Where you living? Not where you living. How you living? We know y'all went down for YNC, the Youth National Championships, played a couple good games. Tell us about it.
Well, I'm glad to be back. What's up to everybody? Sorry for my little mini hiatus. But actually, since I've been gone, we actually played Born to Compete, which is state of Georgia playoffs. We played also in Cam Newton with his first annual football tournament, the Bless the Babies Bowl. And then we went down to YNC in Wellington, Florida. So it's been a busy couple of weeks, man. We probably played about 8 games in a few days. So it's been busy, but it's always like that, this time of year. When you winding the season down, only the best teams are playing at that time, and then you have your little turkey bowls where teams just want to get work, regardless on if they advancing on to the postseason or not. But it was all in all, man, it was a good time, great learning experience. We were victorious in all of those tournaments except for the YNC national tournament. Came up short 16-6 to a good, I'm not going to even say good, to a great Lauderdale team. Shouts out to Coach Maul, Coach Anthony, I think that's his name, and all them coaches, all them kids and parents over there. They represented, they put on a good show. They was hungry for it, man, and we came up short. But I think maybe the last time Skip was on, Pete Williams, there you go, Keita Bean. How you doing, Keita? The last time Skip was on, man, I think this is true. He talked about, Lambeau not losing these, have lost games before, and how do you prepare them kids and talk to them after a loss? And at that time I didn't have an answer for him. You feel what I'm saying?
Because you never experienced it.
Exactly. But now that we did, it was some good humble pie, man, for the kids, parents, and the coaches. Sometimes at the top, you tend to get, and I'm just not just speaking on one group, parents, coaches, or kids. you tend to get comfortable and complacent, you know, and your hunger for your goal lessens, you know, because you've reached it so many times before, you know, and whether it's them at 11, 12 years old or us as adults, you know, you make and take it for granted and you not come out as hungry as that Fort Lauderdale Hurricane team did. So shouts out to them. Shouts out to Coach Howard, Coach V, Coach P, Coach Bell, Coach C, Coach Maceo, the team moms, Ms. Coringa, TT, all of them, man, for just a good, hard-fought season. We started playing in June, July, you know, and you play all the way till December, you know, and a lot of teams don't get to do that. But I wouldn't trade the experience for anything in the world. I love them kids, love that they will go to bat for me, you know, and you know, we're gonna try it again next year, you know, and now I feel like the hunger to get back to that number one spot will arise, you know. You tend to, like I said, take it a little bit for granted, but though the Hurricane team, they worked hard for that and they won it. So shouts out to them. And you know, I'm looking forward to next season. We're gonna get the banquet out the way. They're gonna do little all-star games, and you know, end of February, March, back at it. You know, it's damn near a year-round process with it. You know, you get 2 or 3 months off. For the kids that's not playing other sports, you know, they get right back into training, you know, and for kids that's playing other sports, you go into that and, you know, you may not be available to the summer, but, you know, it's always good to stay active in whatever you're doing, whether it's training, playing another sport. So just another learning experience to me. And I've been on both sides of it. You know, I've won some and I've lost some. So, you know, trying to preach it to those kids and preach the hunger that they're gonna have to bring next year if they want to get back on top is, you know, that's all you can do for them. So like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for, you know, coming out from the Lambeau tournament to support me all the way up until yesterday's game. And you know, we're gonna take a couple of months off and be back at it.
Real quick, you know, as you know, and most of the audience knows, I own a trophy company. Are you guys having a banquet for those kids?
Yes, sir.
Awards banquet. Have y'all gotten y'all trophies yet? Have y'all decided what y'all gonna do yet?
We will get trophies and we will be contacting you on that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put this out there now. I want to work with y'all and I'm gonna help as far as pricing goes on getting y'all what y'all need.
Okay.
But I want the Fifth Quarter Sports Podcast to be one of the sponsors along with myself and helping y'all with those trophies to honor those kids, man.
Absolutely.
Like I told you and Coach Howard, I'm an honorary Lambeauite. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been on the sidelines, me and D and Kevlar been to multiple games, and I fell in love with the team like my son was out there. So we want, from me and the podcast, we want to help contribute in one way or another when it comes to the award bank. So please keep me in the loop with that. Now, you touched on how hungry Lauderdale was.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it was more of y'all just assuming y'all was going to walk them down, or that with the way the momentum was, there was no way y'all could take it back? Because normally, if y'all ever got behind, whether it be them having the ball and scoring first, the confidence y'all had going back out there was like, okay, that's not enough. Do you think the kids felt that way in this game, or they was like, oh, wow, you might have bit off more than we can chew?
You can.
Can I interject?
Go ahead, D.
Can I interject for Skip? Skip, this Lauderdale team is that team where we first seen them actually play.
They beat them.
And remember what we told. Yeah, and number one, and it was the physicality of both teams that can match Lambeau for all what we've seen over the years. You know what I'm saying? So they go ahead.
You know, and since they played them first and lost to them, they had all season to look at film, number one, and plan for what they know Lambeau does. So that's what I'm saying. With the attitude that they've instilled in these kids throughout going to Texas and California, everywhere else they went, if they got down or they threw an interception or a fumble, they went back out there like, we're going to get it back. So I'm trying to think, was the mentality the same against this team that they struggled with in the beginning of the year?
It's you're gonna have that same as a coach. You know, right. I can't. You know, I know like a few of those kids just on go no matter what. You know, right. There's a team in totality. You know, you can't get in all of their minds and see how they're feeling after that touchdown. And I think just the magnitude. Well, I don't want to say magnitude. Just the way they scored that first touchdown with the slant and ran all the way across. It was just kind of like it kind of took the air out the ball because up until that point, defense was playing great. And that kid made a great play. And we had maybe 5 or 6 kids that maybe should have tackled him, but didn't. You know, so I think just the way that play happened, it was a huge momentum shift. Along with a few other plays in the game, but you always, as a coach, you're gonna feel like, you know, you're gonna come on, y'all, let's go. We've been down before. You know, that was the first thing I said. You know, and you know, even at that time, just been through the games we done been through. I had no doubt that we could come back and win that game. You know, so you always instill that in the kids, and you let them see that you feeling like that too with your body language. You know, the way you trying to you know, coach them up and stuff. So yeah, so for me, it's always gonna be like that, you know. But you know, like I said, the way that play happened, great play by 25. It kind of took the air out of the ball. So you know.
Okay, and one more question before I step back. You said y'all won the Cam Newton. What was it? We're for the babies tournament. What was it called?
It's called Bless the Babies tournament.
Yeah. Won the Georgia State tournament also.
Yeah, born to compete.
And then y'all went to YNC.
Yes, sir. We actually played the championship of Cam Newton the day before we went to Lauderdale.
That was Thursday. Wasn't that on a Thursday? Y'all played Thursday, got on the plane, something like that.
Nah, we played Sunday and got on the plane Monday morning.
Right. Going down there because you had to play Tuesday, right? Didn't y'all play Tuesday or Wednesday? Y'all played.
We played Wednesday when we went. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay. Well, yeah, man. Shout out to all the parents, Lambeau parents, all the coaches. I know y'all will be around. Y'all had a great season, and we're gonna be here as long as y'all let us.
Absolutely. Now, real quick, fellas, before we get into these next set of questions, we have the quarterback of Lambeau. All right. Now, this kid right here, man, I don't think I've ever heard a record like this for a quarterback, and especially at 11 years old. This kid is 101 as a starting quarterback.
And we're trying to we don't even think that's accurate. I just went about
too high or too low.
It might be higher. It might be higher because from the age group, how long he's been playing with y'all, Abe?
I think he started at 8U.
8U.
So 4 years of 20 plus games.
So you know that's why I went with that, and I'm gonna let Zay speak his piece, but that's why I said 101. It's unheard of. It's unheard of.
I don't know nobody play ping pong and win 100 straight games.
Yeah, and you don't know the magnitude. And he's the QB of this situation. The QB of the situation. And I'm talking about all the kids have this same record, but he's the one that stirs the pot. So go ahead, kid.
Coming to the stage, Big Zay. Zay, what's up, man?
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's up?
Big Ed. What's up, my boy?
So, Coach A?
So I'm gonna start this off because we just talked about it, and this was something that as Skip and Abe both mentioned, when the season started and we first discovered Lambeau, when we were introduced to y'all, we couldn't believe the things that we were hearing about y'all's record, how many games y'all play, what you do to people. And Skip had probably the best question for Abe, and as Abe said, he could not answer it. So now that it has happened, how are you dealing with your first loss?
Okay, real quick. Little man, back up just a little bit. Back up just a little bit so we can get there. You go.
There we go.
Now go ahead.
Really?
Okay, let me ask you the question a better way. When they went up on y'all 8-0 or 6-0, whatever it was, when you were ready to go back on the field, in your mind, were you like, "Hey, y'all, come on, man, we've been here before. Let's get this. Let's go." Or and it's after the fact, were you saying we really got to buckle down because they came to play better than what we thought?
Yeah, we was underestimating them a little bit.
Okay, that's honesty for you right there, man. That's okay. And you know, once you realize that you can't take them lightly, what was your mindset in the huddle? How was the huddle like when you were calling plays? Were they eager for you to get them the ball? Was it my turn? Please hand me the ball. Let me run. How were they reacting when you were calling plays?
I was ready to get back in the game, so we can come back and win the game.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So everybody had their head held high, when y'all were in that fourth quarter.
So Zay, just going forward from taking our first L, what do you think you learn most from it, and what do you think what can you take from it going forward?
That you win some, you lose some, and once you gotta look how you win when you lose.
Okay. So now I know you watch sports and stuff on TV. I don't know if you follow boxing, but if a fighter loses to somebody that in their mind and in the world's mind they knew they should have beat, they come back with a chip on their shoulder like the next season we're just going to bulldoze everybody all the way back up because we know we're going to see them again. Do you feel that way? Like, I can't wait to meet them again? Or do you have the attitude, we're going to beat everybody in front of us regardless of who it is?
I can't wait to play them again.
That's what I want to hear.
That's the answer.
That's that dog right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, congratulations, man, on a great season from my point of view. They've all seen more games than me because I have a lot of other things going on. But, man, I'm going to follow you till you make it to the pros. That's my goal for you, and I'm quite sure yours is the same. So keep your head straight on your shoulders, brother. Listen to these coaches and these parents and everything, and do what you need to do to get up there. Because I'm going to say, yeah, I remember when he was 11 years old, he was 101.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say, Zay, kudos to you and your family and the coaches that surround you and make you better. That I have seen age do some of the things that you do. I've seen you throw a ball 50 yards and drop it in the hat. I've seen every route, tree, pass that you can throw. Kudos to your father because I see him out there coaching you up. I see him getting your butt too, as he should, to keep you even keel. At the day, I never see you with the prima attitude at your age. I've never seen you in practice or anything in the game like it's somebody else's fault if something goes wrong. And you can tell the team takes on your demeanor. I know you're hungry, brother. I know you is. I can look at you and tell. I see some of the posts and the texts. Have you ever felt when you walked on the field that you were the best player out there running this team?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then.
I'm gonna
Since
leave it
you felt
alone.
that way, have you ever what player, regardless of what team you're on, have you seen that you say, hey man, in your mind, that dude is probably one of the best players I've ever seen, if you can remember, because you've seen so many.
Nobody.
Dog, that dog house. Yeah, what I'm talking about, brother. Okay. All right. So
That's
now,
confidence. That's
they were saying
confidence,
that
man.
y'all gonna regroup, back it up, and come back next year at 12U. You got the ear. I'm quite sure you've talked to all your teammates in one way or another. Y'all plan on sticking together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what's going on, man. I can't. I'm gonna be there. We're gonna be there. We ain't gonna let y'all down. We're gonna be there. So again, man, congrats on the season. It wasn't 100% with success, but 95% ain't bad. You know what I mean? So just keep that hunger. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna give them 99.1. I mean, you can't take nothing away from these kids. And ladies and gentlemen, the work that they put in from the mothers, fathers that's there, the coaching staff to get these kids prepared to play, along with schoolwork. I know Zay does what he does behind the scenes in schoolwork because I know his dad wouldn't let him be playing. And it's just a compliment to everybody that's involved in Lambeau Lane, along with the Central DeKalb Jaguar program that they have going on, because they allowed us to come and be on field and interact with these kids. We were strangers back in the summer when we met everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I know Zay and some of his teammates looking at me and Skip, who are these folks on the sideline? Who was this and who was that? And we watched you and your teammates prepare. Each game was different. You didn't throw for 4 or 5 touchdowns some games. Some games you had to run a little bit and do certain different things to win as a quarterback. And again, we want to give you and your team your flowers. So we'll be at the banquet. We'll have some for you, Zay. I have the utmost respect for you, young man, and all the kids on the team. Because like I told Coach Howard, I told Coach A, Team Monk, I've never seen none of y'all kids act like some of the other teams we've seen play. And y'all got everybody's best shot. Everybody, we seen the trash talking, we seen everybody mess with you, and you to be the quarterback. I don't hear you say nothing. Now, I don't know if you're doing it or not, but I don't hear you say nothing. You just go out there and play and come on out the field and you shake their hand and go on about your business.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to say that you want to get out there if your teammates are watching or the parents or anything? Anybody you want to thank?
No, sir.
I like him. Oh man, a few words. I just get to it. Okay.
Was Zay for me, man. I just I appreciate you, man. I love being able to coach with you, coach with your daddy. All the coaches, man. It's been a great ride at Lambeau thus far for me. Even though we did take that L, I just want you to continue to stay humble. And whatever happens going forward, man, just continue being the leader that you are, whatever sport you playing. I know you about to start hooping now. I don't know if you find that now. I got to see, but I just definitely appreciate you, man. And if I don't see you again to the banquet, stay positive, keep them grades going, have a good holiday, and just get ready for this next chapter, baby.
Sir.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Zay, I actually got one last question before you get off of here. Because we ask all the kids that we interview, how do you juggle your schoolwork and practice? What's what's kind of your regiment with that?
Once I get out of school, I go to practice, and after practice, I do my homework. That's about it.
Easy enough. Easy enough.
All right. Okay. So okay. Now you're 11 years old, and this might be a little premature, but do you have any colleges in mind that you want to go to, that you aspire to go to and play football at? if that's your favorite sport?
Go where?
I said, what colleges do you think you might want to go to in the future?
Georgia.
Man, no, I'm playing. No, good, hey, good pick, brother. If that's where you aspire to go, I hope they look it. I hope they watch it because 101 should have somebody calling your pops. Hey, on your son. But okay, a bulldog in the making. Now the Hurricane gonna beat y'all when you get there. No, I'm just playing. But good stuff, man. Good stuff. Congrats again, brother.
Absolutely. Well, Zay, we appreciate you coming on, man. We appreciate your time. To everybody at Lambeau, thank you for accepting us, letting us come and hang out with y'all and watch these kids get new experience aside of football that honestly we probably would have never known existed. You know, we know there's little leagues and whatnot, but just how serious and disciplined and determined that these kids and these teams are, man. We praise y'all for all of that. All of that.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, cool, man. We're going to let you get back to it. I know you probably got school in the morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. We appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you, Zay.
All right, brother.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hey, I wanted to keep it going because now with everything, the smoke is cleared. Me and Skip seen, I know I try to get Kev tagged in it. Why everybody was jumping on the fact that everybody was trying to, this like kill Lambeau. I mean, this whole weekend, like we told you, we know you ain't been here 2 weeks to talk about it and so forth. And it's just like, is it because of the record? You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of just piling on. It was like it was the world. That's why I say Lambeau versus everybody, because even though, and kudos to the Fort Lauderdale team, kudos.
Yes, sir.
Don't get me wrong. Very disciplined team. Looked like they was coached well. Like you said, it was like the Super Bowl for them when they won. And they still respected the game. Even when I talked to Coach Pete when he was here in Atlanta, and like I told him, I sent him a congratulations shout out. Still humble, still whatever, to prepare his kids to play for y'all. And we knew, me and Kev, because we seen it in person, we were like, okay, they're gonna play them again. He was confident when he talked to his kids after y'all first meet, we gonna have to see them again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. Everybody gave you a best shot. I just personally didn't like some of the stuff that I seen from some of the naysayers. You don't have no dog in the fight. If you're not helping in this situation, don't pile on. Because these are kids. Now, that man above me, he with the foolishness, and I know he is. The man above me, he's with the foolishness at all times, but I respect him with his foolishness because I know that's what he's going to do. But Skip has seen it. Kev has seen it. You on the sideline coaching, so go ahead. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a day and age now where that social media stuff is people hide behind the keyboard and get their feelings off however they may, and it's free speech, but I mean, it's two ways you can deal with it. You can, take it for what it is, because, and like I told y'all, when we win, we don't talk about the other team in our win. We just pump ourselves up. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a different, everybody had their own ways of doing it. But now you have them teams who haven't beaten us, who want to see us lose. They don't. Yeah. And whether it may be because of all the Facebook stuff back and forth, or we gave them a 40 piece, or whatever the case may be. They don't like my bullhorn team on them. Whatever the case may be, it's a whole lot of stuff that come with being on top, and people want to knock you down. So you know, you have to take it for what it is, you know, and like Zay said, you know, you look and act the same way winning as you do losing. You be humble. You know what I'm saying? And we could afford to do that because we just been winning. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, all our wins, when we have them, we not jumping up and down. Oh, we won. You know, it was just a way of how we got the way we are by winning. You feel what I'm saying? So now when we lose, you know, for me, I know I'm gonna big up the other team. You know, hey, good stuff. We got to come back harder. Woo, woo, woo. You know, and you know, win or lose, I'm gonna still tell the team great game. If we whoop their ass 40 to 9, I'm gonna still, when we walk by in the line, good game, y'all. You know, I'm gonna still show that same sportsmanship, win or lose. That's just for me because I've been on both sides of it. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of that stuff, like Kel said, they praying on your downfall. They ain't got a dog in the fight. But because of if my coach talking stuff on Facebook or they don't like this or this, what happened? We want Lambo to get their ass whooped. You feel what I'm saying? About somebody, if we can't do it. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, shouts out to Lauderdale though. It'll be crazy not to give them folks their credit for what they did out there today. So but you know, you got folks who just, you know, we can't do it, so but yeah, they did it.
We knew it was gonna happen.
One thing I saw somebody commented, they said Lambo some has-beens. Lambo fell off. I'm like, bro, this is their first loss
in 50 years. The fuck?
Yeah,
but
man.
But it's a double-edged sword too, Abe. It's a double-edged sword. Even if y'all don't do all the stuff you just said, one comment could negate everything you said. And let me give you an example. Man, you see how Lambo did Rare Breed? And then one of your coaches, I'm not going to say a name. Yeah, they deserve that shit. They were talking all that shit. We put a 60 piece on them, a 40 piece on them. Man, I don't like them niggas, man. I don't like, you know, blah, 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 blah. So, like you said, the ones that can't beat you never had a chance to beat you. Boy, I can't wait to lose. I'm going to get
exactly. And that's just reality. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I know people thinking like that, regardless of whatever the reason may be.
Right. I consider myself one of the best shit talkers on the planet. I do. Can talk with anybody. You can say what you want to.
I agree. You got it.
Thank you. But I've had times where people got me and all I could do was laugh. Hey, man, that was a good one, dog. All right, I'll get you next time. So, humble pie is best served cold. The one thing y'all can say to stop all that, man, we beat all y'all. It's about time y'all got to say something good to me.
Yes, sir.
You know what happened after the first day? Damn, we can't even get on their skin. But when you reply back with vigor, it feeds the bear.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So all these teams now, I can get up under his skin. Let me keep talking about this.
That's right.
And instead of him seeing the big picture, you keep shooting back. So now they're shooting shotgun shells. You want to
So, they going to find videos, they find the pictures, they know everything. You know what I'm saying?
So, and you see Bo put, you can talk. I know I can talk. But anyway, the one thing about trash talking is people think all you got to do is make the people laugh one time. But if you keep the people laughing, they're laughing so hard they don't hear what the opponent is saying. But sometimes it takes two people to argue. So if you just let them talk, get it out. And the next day, hey, good game, Lauderdale, and to everybody else, don't y'all wish y'all for Lauderdale? That'll stop that. But you know, that's just me, my opinion. But it's a double-edged sword, brother, when it comes to that. You know, and the rest of y'all and the kids especially. Now, one thing I don't like what I've been seeing in all these the different chats and posts, some of these guys were calling kids numbers. Talking about this kid, that, and this kid garbage, and this kid didn't make the cut, blah, 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 blah. I think that needs to stop. I really do, because at the end of the day, man, this is about the children. I think It's being overlooked in all these posts now. It's not about the kids no more. It's about my team, Lambo, or my team, Rare Breed, or my team, ABA, or whoever, you know. So if they keep doing it the way they're doing it, they're gonna mess this stuff up, man. Parents are not gonna want their kids around this because the adults are too involved, which they need to be, but not at that level. They need to be involved in the education, the training, and everything else of these kids, the nurturing of these kids. And it's more about how much money you bet, how much money you lost, and they cheated you, this and that, and the kids are being overlooked, I think. So if it don't get reined in, I get the feeling somebody gonna get hurt.
I agree. And like I said, and you know, I probably shouldn't have said it because I did kind of feed into it a little bit, but this was before we even played. One of the guys over on the other team, he was in the group like that's about some. I don't know if it was about being money. It was about something, right? So, and like all week, he just seemed so passionate, like so. I don't even know him I don't like know him, so I don't know if he got a kid out there or not. But like, I commented on the post like, bro, you act like you about to go out there and play. What you acting like? That's what you act like you about to wake up the kid on Christmas Eve or something. You feel what I'm saying? And like I get it, but I just I don't see the whole Facebooking it to a certain extent. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a different type of guy, and like I said, I've been on both sides of it, and I think that was their first time winning. But even before that, it was just like, you know, relax. You know,
they're relaxed, dog.
Yeah, well, the same way we say, you know, folks don't know how to lose. Some folks don't know how to win.
That's real.
Some folks don't know how to you know, hold that statute, that title in a respectful manner. Now, of course, you know, if you're the champ, talk your shit. You know what I mean? Okay. But if you ain't there, as we said, if you ain't got a dog in the fight,
you ain't there or you lost to us, what you talking about?
Shut your ass up.
And I'm talking about mud hole strong loss. I'm not talking about no tip here, fumble here. I'm talking about you don't even supposed to be on the field type loss. He'll prepare. He'll prepare.
But it be the adults. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like I said, for whatever reason it may be, they don't like Howard. They don't like the way we might have beat them. Whatever. They don't like our parents. They don't like just somebody doing whatever it may be. It's gonna be out there. It's gonna be out there regardless, especially when you win it. They're gonna find something. I'm sure other Florida teams feel the same way about the Canes. Oh, they pop too much, or you know what? It's gonna be like that everywhere you at. You feel what I'm saying? So with that, what you have to do is, like I said, is just take it for what it is and not let nobody knock you off. Try to stay at the top as much as you can. You know, but when you don't, or when you do take an L, you know, regroup, retool, get back up.
You know, I know you don't know me. I know you don't know me, but you made a comment earlier today. I was like, oh, somebody need to call her.
Yeah, she been on one. She been on one since yesterday.
She let him know real quick. All right.
She been on one since yesterday.
Now, one thing was I was there whenever me and D were there whenever y'all played that preseason game against the Canes.
Yep.
And I think I said it on the show that we did after that. The post-game speech that coach gave his team, I mean, it was almost set up like storybook. You know what I mean? Like this was a storybook ending for them because he said, remember how this loss feels. Remember that, you know, remember what they did to you on that field. And when we see them again, make them feel the same way that you feel now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And shouts out to
That's
Coach
right.
Raw, man. He good
Yeah,
coach.
hey, congratulations to the Hurricanes.
Sir.
Hell of a game, hell of a season.
Say that again. Say that one more time.
Which part?
Congratulations to who? Say it again.
This
Oh,
man,
Congratulations to who?
he gotta have that
Orlando
because
Hurricanes.
he gotta
The
say that.
Hurricanes.
Now you
He
reach.
gotta say that.
I
They
like
ain't
that coming from a Bulldog fan, a Carolina Gamecock fan. I say it one more time.
You know what? Hey, a matter of fact, Skip, I ain't been able to use
Shut
it,
up! Shut up!
That's what's up. But team parents, if all the parents that's in the chat, however many it is, adults, Lambo followers, what have you, congrats to y'all too, man. Y'all were there for those kids, cheering them. They knew somebody was in the stand rooting for them. So we don't want to overlook y'all either. D and I have been to more games than Kev, but we've all supported in one way or another. And we see y'all, and we want y'all to know we recognize that these kids have a foundation and a background, a backup. So shout out to y'all.
And shouts out to like everybody on the staff who's a non-coach, Coringa, Miss G, Ashley, Darius, everybody who worked behind the scenes to make sure these boys good, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And, we looking forward to 12 you.
Absolutely. And we're going to be there all the way through it. All the way through it. Well, fellas, real quick. I know we're waiting on D to get back in. We're going to go ahead and hit this ad while we wait.
This episode of Last Take is brought to you by KJ's Mobile Auto Detailing LLC. Hit up KJ anytime. He has same-day appointments available, y'all. Y'all got to hit him up. Same-day rain guarantee. Memberships available. Disinfectant, sanitization services, wash, wax, carpet shampoo, claying, steam cleaning as well. Hit him up at 470-214-1423.
I just saw Vincent's
Yeah.
I put
my comment up behind it. Now, how about that? Now, put that up there so the world can see that. Now, get your ass up. Your dogs ain't gonna win anymore either. Mm-hmm. Hey, look. We could kind of compare the dogs to Lambo, even though Lambo a better team.
I'm not gonna disagree though.
I think Lambo's gonna beat the Bulldogs this year.
I'm not disagreeing.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. Well, fellas. Woo! Another week, man. Another week is in the books.
Hold on.
Oh, we are back. We are.
D, are you? Is this the segment where you take and skip off?
Yeah, go on and cut his mic. We don't need him in here. We don't have time for low rent individuals on the show. So we can go hit the button. He's gonna get him up out of here. What up, Coach? They go Pete right there. I told him I was gonna tag him for the Lauderdale team. What's up, brother? We want to give, like I said, I have respect for you, sir, and what y'all do for y'all team down there. Because, like I said, you guys were the first ones me and Kev met outside of Lambeau to talk to y'all team and how y'all carried y'all team. And me and Kev was in shock. I wish Skip was there to see how y'all brought y'all fans in and y'all parents and when y'all came. And just to hear you guys, how y'all motivated y'all kids back in August to prepare all the way to now. Mm-hmm. And y'all didn't waver. Believe it or not, I watched some of you guys' games on Facebook because we are not down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And don't get me wrong, Skip, we seen the naysayers go at him also. You know, they ain't playing nobody. They are rec league team.
Don't get that. That's what they were saying about the Eagles. They were saying the same thing about the Eagles. They ain't playing nobody.
Yeah, and the same thing and so forth and so on. But thank you.
Hey, we got a damn chain.
Thank you, Pete, for tuning in, man. And I really appreciate that.
Cole Pete,
Shout out,
man.
Cole.
Hey, Cole Pete, man. Congrats to y'all, man. On a great, hard fought game, man. Y'all coaches, kids, and y'all parents were hungry for that. Congrats to y'all, man. We're looking forward to swapping paint again next year. So and maybe we can pull up again to the Lambeau tournament.
In other words, Coach, you got that
belt.
Down there. You got that belt for 11 months and 30 more days. Yeah.
It may be, man. But congrats to y'all, man. Y'all definitely earned it. Y'all worked hard for it, and we're looking forward to swapping paint again. Appreciate you, Coach.
And congrats again, brother. Well done down there. Now,
well, in this NFL week, we're going to start right here. Slow down, Turbo. Slow down, Turbo.
Oh, we went
It's been a couple of weeks since we got to hear from the commissioner of the Falcons, the kick step king, Coach Abe. Last time we talked to you, my man, y'all had the lead in the division, right? At what, like 5-7? I think that was your record when y'all was leading the division.
I think like we're 6-7 now, so I think
they were 6-5,
like 5-6, something like that.
So y'all, you went up against the Tampa Bay Bucks yesterday. They was downtown. And man, you know what? From everything I saw, Desmond Ridder didn't play a terrible game.
He didn't play terrible. He did have a turnover though, but it's like I don't know, man. Hey, now music there. If you want me to talk now, I'm about to log off. So for me, bro, I just feel like we can never play complementary team football as a team. Like if the special team going, offense on bullshit. Defense, man. Defense going, offense on bullshit. Special team, So it's never a complete game. Just like the beginning of the game, offense was trash. But Dez ended up throwing for 350. I don't know how, but he did. He did end up throwing for 350. But at the end of the game, we needed some stops and didn't get them. Man, see, I know I'm getting emotional because I'm getting all eyes the size of sausages. But anyway, we can never play complimentary football, man. And I feel like I said, man, just get Arthur out of there. You got to change the whole culture of it. And what I think is, don't hire a head coach and then the GM. I think it's always best for me to hire the GM first, and I'm gonna get the guy I like to run the team. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you bring the GM in, if you go in and bring the GM in after that, hey, how you doing? Okay, we got to work together. You feel what I'm saying? But the GM can interview the head coach, and so it's they started falconing just like I knew they would. Bro.
They started falconing.
D. What's the statement I always use? The reason why teams lose?
Coaching.
Mm-hmm. Y'all remember when the draft was on, we was all talking, and I said this was gonna bite y'all in the ass. Y'all went and got a running back, and he fine. No doubt. Y'all are not using him to his potential. Y'all platooning him, and his fucking offense up. If he was full-time, I think y'all record will be 2 to 3 games better than what it is now. If he was full-time on the field, like, a full-time starter. Second thing is, if you don't draft him, the running game don't fall off that much because the running game was pretty decent last year.
Even when people knew you were going to run it, it still was decent. You feel what I'm saying?
Look at 2 or 3 of the players that got drafted after him that's having damn near all-star years. All the Georgia players are shining this year. Y'all just look over them right in your own home state. Manager. Now, I don't know how much input, who had the most input, the coach or the GM.
See, that's what I want to say. Like, is Arthur telling him, hey, I want this guy?
I think Jerry don't want to do that because Arthur is not. Jerry played football. Jerry played college football. So he knows the game. Arthur don't know the game. I think this was an investment for him. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah, well, I'm good on him.
And I'm learning from the inside out versus from the outside in, and I need to hire the right people around me. One thing, I don't think I ever said this to y'all, my problem with the Falcons is y'all won't spend no money for fear of the luxury tax. All the teams that win go over that luxury tax and get these players in there.
Yeah, and we ain't got to pay no quarterback yet either.
Hey, y'all had one. Y'all wanted them out of here, remember? I know Dita heard me say it before. When y'all get rid of Matt Ryan, y'all gonna wish y'all had it back. Now, granted, he old now, and he out the league.
Old now. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, but y'all was rooting for him to go after his MVP year, remember? Everybody. And y'all
the only time I was leery on Matt Ryan was when we first brought Arthur in, and you know Arthur. And see, this is what's killing me about Arthur, right? We have damn Matt Ryan. You want to try to run RPO. Now you got a quarterback who can run a little bit, and you ain't running that RPO unless you tell him to keep it. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's like, you know, Kyle Pitts was a 1,000-yard receiver with Matt Ryan. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I just do away with Arthur. I think you need to get somebody here who has head coached on the NFL level before, Harbaugh or something like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Justin Fields. Y'all need to get Justin Fields.
And I'm gonna say this.
I'll take Michael Penix for Justin.
Y'all need to get Justin Fields.
I'm gonna draft one of those.
Listen, if you keep playing around, that guy, in my opinion, your head coach, he ain't doing nothing trying to win the division, because if he win the division, he'll keep his job. That's what he can go there and tell the brass, hey, I did this. To be honest with you, as a team, y'all haven't improved in no form or fashion from the team last year. That's just my opinion. From what we see, the games be competitive, but we don't know what we're gonna get. And it seems like your coach has this sense of arrogancy where he the best coach on the field, regardless of who he going to get. You ain't won nothing.
Yeah, you're
right. And the difference in the game too was we lost by what, 5?
Yeah, 29-22.
Cool missed 2 field goals.
And he keeps, and I'm gonna say,
and he's the one person
that's
other than maybe Bijan who automatic. You feel what I'm saying? But I will say this, man. Jesse Bates is probably the best free agent signing we've had in years. He's probably running for defensive player of the year, 5 interceptions, turnovers, almost 100 tackles at the safety.
Dallas gonna get it.
He making tackles like linebackers should be making. But that was a great pickup right there. Get Arthur out of that. Get Arthur.
I'm gonna say it again. We know how the Falcons do. They know what they need to get, but they ain't gonna get it. We say Justin Fields. He say he want Michael Penix. Y'all gonna end up with Spencer Rattler.
See, but you know what? Before the draft, all y'all was saying, boy, we're gonna get that fire-ass running back. Remember? Y'all remember saying that? Boy, they finna get this running back. And I kept saying, why y'all doing that when you need offensive line help, you need defensive help, you gotta run a game. You're gonna platoon him, and that's what they doing.
He is fine.
The commentators were like, man, if he just played more, he'd probably have close to 2,000 yards.
But like you say, like you saying, Skip, I went to the game this year. The backfield is crowded. You have damn near $20 million worth of salary clogged up in the backfield. You Cordell Patterson, Algier, Robinson. Like, what are we doing?
And
what are we doing?
A receiver. I don't know why they don't put him in the slot and just keep him there.
I don't know why he running the
That's
ball.
it.
He ain't nothing but a taller Algier. I don't
understand why. That's the same thing we say about Debo, but Debo makes shit happen, and Cordell Patterson was making shit happen.
But that's what I was just
Debo,
not this year.
But wait a minute. That's what I was trying to allude to. He's like a poor man. They trying to act like Cordell is a poor man's Debo. But if you gonna put him in that position, put his ass in the slot and run the Debo plays.
Man, he a homeless man's Debo. He a man.
Okay.
But I'm saying,
now, what was
you
it
had
a year ago? Go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like alluding to what you're saying, a year ago he was in the top 100 players in the NFL. That's what I'm saying. So you clogged up a whole backfield situation, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And I think the coach listens to the media more than any coach in the NFL, because the thing going into this week, Robinson didn't play the last Tampa Bay game. You've seen him on more on the field than you seen Algier. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who are you listening to?
But see, this is what I'm saying. And this another thing with the Cordell Patterson thing, right? Who your number 2 receiver? You see what I'm saying? So why is he not playing receiver? You feel what I'm saying? But hey, man, can we close this segment? Like, how much time?
All right. We'll end it on this. There is a 3-way tie.
Oh, shit.
Still for the division. Tampa Bay technically has the lead right now, but all of y'all got the same record.
Mm-hmm.
So
6 and 7.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? Matter of fact,
these last 4 games are very winnable. But I want Michael Penix, so let's not win them. Or let me get Penix for Jaden Daniels.
Mark this down, Kev.
Let me lose out and get
quarterback. I don't care who it is. It's a mistake. He still got to learn. He got to get NFL ready.
I say this
of the game.
Got to get a good quarterback.
I think Justin Fields is their best option.
Wait a minute. Y'all, 2 people brought this up. Justin Fields, Skip just brought up Justin Fields. I'm gonna say this to you now. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If anybody in that room, Coach A might agree because he's the GM of the Falcons. If anybody in that staff go out and get Justin Fields, somebody's gonna get fired. I don't know if it's be coach, GM, or somebody, and I'm gonna tell you why. You had your chance to get him. It was dissension in the ranks. The GM wanted him, the coach didn't. So if you go out and get Justin Fields now, it's gonna make the fans from 2-3 years ago that told you to draft him and wanted him, somebody gonna be a problem. Because if you had
him, right?
Yeah, that we gonna leave it at that.
Give me Jaden or Penix. Give me one.
So there you go. Okay. There you go. Come on with the bullshit. Come on with the bullshit.
Okay. Now you
saying going on this segment?
No, Skip. No. Come on with the bullshit.
Probably going to get some prompts or something. He go.
We got
I told you what he was going.
Big Texas in the house.
Hey,
Kale got to go first.
I'm just gonna let that loop for a second.
For you to stop camera to put on the cowboy hat, that was a high level of pity, sir.
Now, if we recall last week, and I even went back to make sure that this is what I said. I told D, y'all are going to come into Dallas and we are going to steamroll you. Mm-hmm. And we will beat you by 20. Now, when they woke up this morning, there was 52 dead Eagles out there on the road in Dallas. Remember, we only dominate bad teams.
Oh.
We only dominate bad teams. Now, Skip, last week I broke it down to D like this. I went and looked at all the mutual teams that we have played. And I told him, you struggled with this team, you struggled with this team, you lost to this team, you struggled with this one. We blew all the doors off all them teams. The first game against the Eagles, when we was in the link, they didn't beat us. We shot ourselves in the foot. And I've been saying it since that day. Y'all gonna come to AT&T and y'all gonna get that ass rolled over. Now, D, I don't know if you can see this through the camera, but do you see the conditioner and the sparkle I got going in this beard right now? You see that? You see that? It's looking so good on this face where it's going to stay because this man was just so confident that I was going to have to shave because that was the bet we made. But one other thing I also said, and I'm going to let you go, partner. I said Jalen Hurts can't handle losing. In his college career, he lost 4 games total. Up until the San Fran game, in his NFL career, he had lost 4 games total. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was 30-4 in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's lost his last 2, and he was sitting on the sideline in the third quarter.
Look
Nick
at
Sirianni sitting on the sideline in the third quarter. How about them Cowboys?
How about them guys?
Congratulations, sir. Along with that, what you're saying, he's actually 14-2 against winning teams in the NFL also. So I will take that being one of the losses to you, your Cowboys. Congratulations again, sir. I have nothing to say. We got our ass kicked. You predicted that we got steamrolled. Again, I told you
no.
His internet got his ass kicked too.
No, I'm right here. I'm right here. I don't know what happened. Congratulations again. And like you said, you told me. We said this at the beginning of the season that we always split this at the third and this at the third. You said this, you did. The only caveat I have of this is that, you know, they funny with these commentators. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about the division and this, that, whatever. And Collinsworth said in the second quarter, oh, you know, even if the Cowboys win this game, the Eagles should win the division by the schedule and so forth and so on. And I'm like, oh, hell. The fix is in. I said the fix is in. You follow me? And what I mean by that is, I don't like when teams or they say stuff like that and then it gets into a fan psyche, not myself or anybody else. It's just somebody that have us talk about. You know what I'm saying? And have us saying things. No, I'm saying that's how I'm not saying the fix is in. What I mean by that is when they say stuff like this on air, gets you to thinking like, wait a minute, are they really playing hard, or they just know, okay, if we drop this game, we still got this, and the third, or we just playing out the bar injury and so forth? Are they really playing hard, or we just gonna go on the mail this in? You follow me? Because now we looking at the scheduling, and again, they still NFL teams, ladies and gentlemen. You still got to play the game. We don't know any given Sunday one of these teams will beat the hell out of you. So it is what it is. But let the bullet go on and get what the bullet wants, and we're gonna let the bullet have it because he's here to be.
Hang on, Skip, before you go.
Now you calling them bullies, and y'all been bullying and talking shit all year.
No, I'm talking about you. You the bully.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say because y'all been. We telling when we whooped y'all ass, we still in first. That's what y'all saying.
You right.
Now you're working the exact same as Dallas.
And the same record as yours. And the same record as yours.
Us, because we market start both y'all. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you. Eagles fans. Every one of y'all posted on Facebook. We still in first place. It's just another loss. Y'all catch up to.
I didn't do that. I don't do that.
You would come on Facebook.
We talking about Magic.
We stomped you.
I don't do that.
Bang bang. Not a game. We own this whole lobby right here. Bing, bing, bing.
Mm-hmm. Keep me out.
We appreciate you coming on the show tonight.
Get my body. Good night. Go home. Go home.
Last thing about these punk ass Eagle fans. Don't never harp on, in my opinion, the fact that, it's destined for us and it's just a bump in the road. Dog, when we lost 2 games in a row, everybody said, I told the Purdy wasn't shit. I knew the 49ers was garbage. So when you lose too, like y'all are doing, try to break that cycle of losing, because y'all thought it wasn't gonna happen to y'all. Y'all thought it wasn't possible for you to lose 2 in a row or possibly 3 in a row. Who y'all play next week?
Seahawks at home in Seattle.
In Seattle.
Game, your boy will be back. You're gonna lose that game. Y'all gonna lose 3 in a row like us, and you got to fight back from adversity. You got to hear shit online talking about, well, I wanted to have a players only meeting. Did they do this here? Did they do that? Because that's all we heard with the 49ers. Boy, they need to have a players only meeting, do this here, because they're a better team than that. Bullshit. They just need to get out there and put a game together. Like Abe said, the offense come, the defense, the special team come, the offense, Put the whole game together. Because at the end of the day, I say this too, there's always 53 professionals on each one of these 32 teams. And all they got to do is go out there and do their job, and it'll be the Detroit Lions.
Or why you running down the stairs like you foolish?
You all right? You okay?
He yelling at his son.
Okay. But all I'm saying is this, man. Y'all gonna lose next week. And this gonna look like what everybody was thinking was happening to the 49ers. Man, we knew it. It was just a matter of time. And God forbid anybody get hurt from any NFL team. I don't want to see no more injuries from this the Super Bowl, because I don't want that to be the running excuse. Because quiet as kept, if Purdy don't get last year in the NFC Championship, y'all don't go to the Super Bowl.
Man, come on with that mess. It's over with. He keep talking about
that's why we drove y'all ass across the goddamn street.
And you ain't won nothing because of it.
Yeah, we did. We won that mouth. You can't say nothing.
And you got
and
you. I'm not joining you. Come on, I'm not gonna leave you alone.
Now you need to tell your boy Devontae Smith. Hang on, Abe. Tell your boy Smith
Schmitty
to watch who he's talking to next time, because Stephon Gilmore, he pissed that boy off.
No, you talking about AJ Brown. You talking about AJ Brown.
I thought it was Smith that called him old.
No.
Either way, one of them Eagles called that man old, and he said, all right, I'm going to show you.
Play the hell game.
And y'all in Jerry's world, goddamn, Jerry's paying big money for this ass whooping. I bet he had a brown on y'all ass. Look at that face, screenshot that. That's too hell of an ass whooping. Y'all gave up 2 40-point games. No, Dallas didn't score 40, did they?
33.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
That's 90 points. 90 points. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing that got me. All these damn Eagles fans, what I saw, because I kept the receipts. I kept it from the last game. And I started tagging folks. I pulled a skip. I started tagging folks on Facebook. I started hitting their DMs talking about, what did you say? And the only excuse I got back, there was 2 of them. Oh, well, our defense, and Magic said it too, our defense has been trash all year. I'm surprised we won 10 games. Shut that shit up. Shut that up, because y'all been running that mouth all year. All year. Y'all been running it. And a couple of weeks ago, I looked right into this camera and I said, Dallas Cowboys only 2 games behind. Don't mess up.
Well, you knew that boogeyman was around the corner. You seen that meme on Facebook with a quarterback knocking on doors, then you see a blood trail, and he knocked on another door, and they knocked on that door with that red and gold.
I think
cry, Eagles cry. Go ahead, Abe.
Like I was saying a couple of weeks back, I think it was the last show I was on.
San Francisco.
Philly is disappointing me defensively because they got and see that's what, I'm trying not to go back to the F word. But that's what I'm saying. Like even though Jalen Carter had did he have a fumble return?
Yeah.
Score. They defense still is murky, bro. It's murky. And they have great up front. The linebacker players a little questionable. Now they did sign
Leonard.
He ain't do nothing.
They signed Leonard. And I feel like they signed Cunningham too. Zach Cunningham. I think he came from New England.
He was already on our team. He was hurt.
But I think Bradbury's hurt, right?
No, he played. Blankenship got hurt last night.
Blankenship. So I mean, they got all these people, and San Fran went to Philly, murked them. They went down to Dallas, murked them. And it's like, well, up until this game here, the offense is having to carry them to wins because they giving up points, which I didn't think, which just the Eagle culture is we're gonna play defense, we're gonna get nasty, we're gonna run the ball, score high, we're going offense. But that defensive plan, the defensive play that you've been getting from them, man, it's not like what it was. And now you got
it's mediocre. It's mediocre. It's mediocre.
It is. And I feel like now San Fran probably the best team in the league. In the NFC. I'm sorry. In the NFC. I don't know if Dallas can go to Philly and win. Now, I know Philly can go down there and lose, but I don't know, like San Fran just did, went up there and went cross country, smacked.
But the difference
I don't know if Dallas can go up there with them elements and play that type of hard nose, because you ain't gonna be throwing around out of yard. You're gonna have to get some grit points, some physicality, and that's why I think I'll take Philly second over Dallas. But now if Dallas gets that home field over Philly, and Philly the 5 seed and have to go there, it's free game. But I still won't say that Philly won't go down there in a playoff atmosphere and get that ass.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. 2 things about this situation. Nakobe Dean has been hurt, the starting middle linebacker, and it shows. We won't invest money in the linebacker spots. That slot corner Avante Maddox is hurt also. Last night is the first time we've seen Ringo on the field all year. I don't understand why he's not been playing, but he needs to play. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But he's a rookie, and you got to put him out there and let him play to find out what you got now. You know what I'm saying? Because you drafted him playing. On the flip side, I think they're getting away from their game plan in these last situations. If you know you got deficiencies on whatever side of the ball, play to your strengths. Run the ball and control the clock. You see what I'm saying? You're not even running the ball like you were in the 10 wins that you received. Go ahead. Hey.
You know why? And then I'll let you go, Skip. Because you have 1.5 divas at receiver. AJ Brown, I could just see when he don't get the ball. When he don't get the ball, he on the sideline. Like, bro. And Devontae never does that. And he should, I ain't gonna say get as many targets, because I would take AJ over Devontae Smith. But it's like they trying to appease him and the receiver core, when the bread and butter of Philadelphia football is defense, running the football, and stopping the run. You feel what I'm saying? Now, granted, you pay Hurts all of this money. You paying Brian all this money. I don't know if Smith up for his deal yet, but if he is, I don't think you're going to let him walk. I think you're going to sign him too. You got Goddard, and you probably going to get Ertz back when he clear waivers or whatever he got to do. But it's like they trying to appease the receivers, especially A.J. Brown, because I've seen him multiple games on the sideline, like, I ain't getting the ball type of energy of what I'm seeing him argue with Hurts about.
He's the new Des Bryant.
But see, now,
I don't like that.
So one thing y'all are missing is my phrase is still coaching. If you're hurt on defense, now we're just talking about defense, and you have deficiencies, whether it be by injury or just poor play, run more zone, run the Tampa 2. Like you said, your front line is doing the thing. Have you one roving linebacker and move your both your outside linebackers out to back up the end. I'm not a head coach. It's this simple math. Okay, D, when y'all played us, did y'all have any injuries on defense?
Yeah, we've been the attack of the Eagles is the middle of the field. Look how y'all bludgeon it. Everybody know the front four, we gonna get pressure. The mindset is to get to that second level. Y'all attacked us in the middle of the field. You got number 41, Morrow, and you got Cunningham out there.
Gotcha.
I knew for a fact when the Kobe Dean went down, I said, this is going to be a problem. And I'm talking about the mission of tackles. You got a safety that got knocked out last night, concussion. Your safety is leading the team in tackles with 81 tackles. That is not a good look on nobody's team. So that means he's coming down in the box, making game-saving tackles. You follow me? So don't get it twisted. Yeah, we might be fans of our team, but at the end of the day, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm watching the game like I told Kale. I watch the game differently than a fan. I watch it as I'm coaching. And when I'm looking at this, and I'm like, if I see this way in where I'm at, Skip, Kip, y'all got to be looking at the same thing. Damn tight end, the tight end running free down the middle of the damn field.
But that's the thing. From the coaching point of view, like you said, when we watch the game, we say, you know what? It ain't working. The Hurricanes, they knew what they had to do to beat Lambeau. Stop that middle screen, make them do something else. Now, I didn't see the whole game, but that play is bread. It's gold against everybody. You know it's coming, but you don't know when. You can't prepare for it on every play. They coached the team up to take away what they felt like was Lambeau's bread and butter. The Philadelphia defensive coordinator, defensive backfield coach, whatever, you got to have enough gumption to say to the head coach, whoever, we need to start playing more zone. That way we can have more people around the ball. We cannot go man. We can't get overloaded to one side and leave him on the island. It just ain't going to work. Tony Dungy came up with the Tampa 2, and it worked to perfection. It still works to perfection. Not saying that would have caused them to win the game that they recently lost, but at least give your defense a chance to give your offense a better chance. And that's the problem to me.
And to further say what you're saying, last two games, I've seen the defense give up drives of 90, 75, 80, 65. You're giving up, I'm talking about big time yardage. Where now a play caller comes back out, now you complacent or you nervous or you whatever that you got to get these points back. You see what I'm saying? And you watch it. You get a turnover, and then you made an adjustment in the second half in these games, and you do nothing with the possessions. The only touchdown you get is a scoop and a score. That is terrible. With the players you have on offense. Go ahead, hey.
Now, I will say that Dallas's defense now is decent. And if you force Jalen Hurts in the passing situation, they put some heat on him last night. I was watching it.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
If y'all ain't got the opportunity to do that little tush push, brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it, I don't have confidence in Jalen Hurts.
Now, not so fast, Kev. Not so fast, Kev. Now, I'm ready to catapult your Cowboys over Philly if they can win this game this week.
Well, it's going to be on our picks that we about to get to.
It's a game in the element
next week.
It's a game in the element. It's in the element.
Gonna be mine.
We play the Bills this week.
In Buffalo this week.
Okay.
And Buffalo's riding high off their game. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
We got one more topic here. Yeah, just real quick.
How about them Cowboys?
just so we still got it up there. Yeah, man. So this was a good point, and this is something that we kind of been talking about all season long. But I think, and I had this conversation with somebody earlier when I was on the phone with them, I think this season has been the worst officiating all around every game. Every game there's, usually you'll have one team or two teams, or one or two games a season where they're like, oh, well, the refs, the refs screwed us. The refs didn't call this. The refs called this, and it wasn't that. This year, everybody, it seems like, has made a statement about, man, what is going on, from the players to the coaches to the commentators to all the talking heads we see on TV. Everybody is questioning some of these calls. Now, I said earlier in the year, do we need to have an eye in the sky? How they can stop a play and say, now, hang on. If they have it, then why are we using it?
Because it's not part of the game. That's why they only give them 2 challenges. And then on the 2 minutes, it's up to the refs to challenge the guy from New York to make it, hey, stop the play. We need to relook at that to make sure it was legal.
And then some of these penalties aren't challengeable.
Exactly. And that is the problem with this rule, this stupid ass rule.
Yes,
everything should be challengeable because it could change the momentum of the game. The super obvious calls. Okay, let's go back. You said that we're having the worst refereeing season ever. You know why? There's no checks and balances. If a player says something about a ref, he gets fined hundreds of thousands of dollars. If a coach fucks up and say something out the way, he gets fined. If a ref fucks up, they write it in their report and they go to the next game. That's the problem. It's just like I say about police, not to get off subject, but if a policeman kills somebody, he should be arrested until he's proven innocent, like every other citizen. All these killings will stop. You get what I'm saying? So if the refs had something to fear, punishment, fines, suspensions, they get back in that rule book and do their job. It wouldn't be this bad. But there's no checks and balances.
But because just like you harp on, and this has nothing to do, we fans of our team. Every third down, if it's 3rd and 10 or longer, I see a penalty coming, a flag being thrown to move their team in a 3rd and 5 situation, or even barring a first down. This has been going on all year across the board. It's been, I'm being honest about this when I gave y'all this topic, because number one, I don't know what a pass interference is anymore. I don't know what holding is anymore. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we can guess is offsides and false starts. We can see that, but anything else, we don't know what illegal touching is. It's a pass interference. You got a player scared to hit somebody coming across the middle because you don't know if that's a personal foul. They pulling up on the quarterback. It's not our mom and pop football that we grew up on. This is Camden football, because we see jokers getting their head taken off coming across the middle. That's what we see. We see some real football, and it's becoming a point. It's trickling down to the college level, and it's like, what are we doing here? Now, a couple of weeks back, Skip, I seen them say they finna start questioning the referees with these pass interference calls. Now we'll see them go back to the table at the end of the year and say, hey, this is this and the third, because now it's like you put your finger on somebody. It's damn near like a flop, I would say, in the NBA. These jokers just fall down and they'll get a damn pass interference call. You're like, hey, man, I ain't touching. And there's no, like you said, no challenge. They go pick up the flag and talk to each other. And then when we see it, oh, that's a hold, that's a flag. They pick the flag up. No penalty. No penalty. Or
I've never seen the offensive offsides called.
Period.
I think it was called yesterday on Kadarius Toney. Now, granted, I don't know if y'all saw this, and what's so crazy about it, I don't know if y'all saw this on I think it was on social media, but they had it where he was lined up like that multiple times with no call.
Never called it.
So that's
And
that call itself is just questionable to me, period. Because when you line up at receiver, you're checking with the ref. Am I right? If you own,
if he did it, they didn't show that in the replay whether he did it that particular time or not.
You're right.
But most of the time they do this, and the ref don't say nothing. They line up. So if he did it, those refs or that ref on that side of the field should be fined. Now I don't know make a game. No, they ain't gonna do nothing to the ref. They don't get no punishment. That's what I'm saying. There's no repercussions for their actions.
Well, they do. I did see one of those staffs one year. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. You know, they took them off the playoff referee thing. That's
extra though. That's
the whole thing. But like you said, the game against Philly and the Kansas City game. You remember when we watched Kansas City and left tackle? He would kick stepping back real fast. Yeah. They had to make a phone call. They didn't call none of this in the first half. That second half, that flag was going up. Somebody called them refs and told them something. There wasn't no sideline working. Like
that was the New York official, the replay official. He had
somebody had to call and tell them, hey man, this man is moving and y'all are not calling it. Because when they came back after halftime, we seen the flag dropping on the field, false start. You know, it's a lot, like I said. People out there, ladies and gentlemen, start watching the game instead of as a fan and start watching the nuances, how this momentum in these games get turned. And you can learn what you're watching now. Instead of, it's a flag. Look and see what they call the flag for. Go ahead, Skip. Go ahead.
Most fans are not fans of the sport because they played it. They're fans of the sport because it's popular, because they're from that city or whatever. So we can't ask them to do what a former athlete or a former player would do, is watch it from that point of view. Now, Vincent Parker posted a hell of a question. I never played wide. Is it hard to tell if you lined up on the line of scrimmage? No, it's not. But if you lined up closer to the sideline and you don't want to look and eyeball yourself, you can ask the ref, because ultimately he's the one that'll say whether you're lined up right or not, which is why they're taught when they put their foot up, they point at the ref. And he's, as a courtesy, supposed to say, back up a step. Or don't say nothing, which means you're good. So if the NFL was to look at this replay and see that he did that, and I know a lot of receivers, I've seen this, will walk to the line of scrimmage and point at the ref and not even look at it. You get what I'm saying? Because they know they're on side. So this is one of those things about where the repercussions of a fuck up like this, because it makes it look like the fix was in. They weren't scheduled to win. Let me drop this flag, because we've seen plays, Miami Hurricanes, Ohio State, ghost pass interference. 3 seconds after Miami started celebrating, here comes the flag flying in. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, that's the life, man. Until there's punishment, there will be no fix.
We have all said, and you sit down and you can ask 100 people just to see they mindset. Who controls a game?
The ref.
And you've heard people, they say coach. They say coach. It's the ref. If anybody needs to get talked to and scrutinized, allowed to take the test after games or something, after some of this stuff, it's the referee. We've seen referees get caught in the NBA for what they were doing, scandal. I haven't, in my mind, or seen an NFL referee get in any damn trouble for some of the stuff they do. No. And I think it's got to be some form of investigation. Now, we see the memes now on the referee that ref the game last night. Oh, he's ref 10 of the games at the Philadelphia Eagles and War. They had that up. This ref, he's always a Cowboy ref, or so forth and so on. Y'all want to bring that out. And I didn't see no foolishness. I know we had 7 penalties in the first half, even in the game previously, because we watching these games. I watched Dallas on another previous game go down the field on penalty. Every third down, it was a flag for them to get down the field. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Are we trying to keep? No, I'm not picking at you. I'm just saying, Are we trying to keep the game close? Because if I'm not mistaken, these damn spreads that we finna go over, they damn sure be very close, do they not?
Most of the time.
So go ahead, Kev.
I'm just gonna say before we get to our picks, I was hearing a lot of shit about that Seattle and Dallas game where folks was like, oh, the refs helped y'all win that game, bro. We had 10 penalties too. You can only accept, each team can only accept 10 penalties in a game, but we are the two most penalized teams in the NFL. Yeah. So I didn't want to hear that shit. But yeah, man, I'm serious. It was like, that was the penalty bowl right there. It was like the two most penalized teams in the NFL. And they were talking about, well, the refs helped y'all win by penalizing the Seahawks. We had the same. They had 12 called on them. We had 10 called on us. You know what I mean? That was the damn penalty bowl. But, man, so the last 2 weeks, it's just been me and D picking these games. Real quick, I'm going to run through them. We had the Bucks and the Falcons. We both took the Bucks. Bills and the Chiefs, we both took the Bills. No, I'm sorry. We both took the Falcons. We both took the Falcons in that one.
Okay.
Abe.
All right.
Yeah. But you lost. Yeah, Bills versus Chiefs, we both took the Bills. Jags and Browns. D took the Jags. I took the Browns. The Browns got that one. Raiders and Vikings. What a damn snooze fest that was.
You picked that one because of the spread.
9-3 or something like that. 3-0.
It was the spread.
3-0.
It was the spread. It was the spread.
3-0 was the final score. And that
and
field
the
goal
spread
came.
was 3.
The field goal came with 2 minutes left in the game. 1:58 left. That damn field goal came. And then of course, the 8:20 game that everybody in the world wanted to see. The Cowboys and the Eagles. We already know who.
Look at the screen when Kel talking to you. Look at the screen. Say it again, Kel.
They had the Cowboys by 3.5. That was the spread in that one.
Damn.
Because they had got demolished the week before.
Actually, so that Seahawks game, they have the Eagles. I looked at it earlier. I think by 3.5 or 4.
3.
Yeah, Eagles by 3.5. Yeah, for the Seahawks game next Monday.
And that's the first. That's the first. Who? Yeah, he should be back.
He'll be back.
This the first Monday night game flex that they did. So they moved. Yeah. They moved Kansas City, got to play New England, I believe. They moved that game. They moved that game to put the Philly and Seattle game on Monday night.
Because all the Philly folks was crying. We done played too many games in the last couple of weeks.
New England playing like the Falcons, so no. They
doing that because it's becoming these Monday night and Sunday, these Monday night and these Thursday night games have been snooze fest. Ain't nobody got No. We need something to watch. Go ahead. You want me to get the games ready for you?
What you got?
So we got the Saturday game started now because college is over with and so forth and so on. We got Saturday night, we got the Vikings versus Bengals, both 7-6 teams still in the playoff hunt. They got Cincinnati by 3.5. Jake Browning is playing hell of a football right now. Mm-hmm. So they got they're playing in Cincinnati and it's a 3.5 spread.
I like Cincinnati.
The Burrow-less Bengals.
I'm taking Cincinnati also.
Yeah, I think Jake Browning is just doing something right now. I heard a story today that Joe Burrow gave up his suite. In his contract, he has a suite for his whole family to come watch the game. He gave up his suite to Jake Browning's family for that Thursday night game against the Jags, and that was just awesome to hear. Now, what was he in that Jags game? 32 or 35, 311 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's crazy. That's the definition of next man up.
He's making some money. Mm-hmm. That's what he's making some money right now.
That is the definition of making a man up, sir.
What happened?
Steve Young, and Tom Brady. Those two are the definition of next man up.
I'm saying he's doing what he needs to. God damn it.
Okay.
Jacksonville, so
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with Goldilocks. They've lost their
He
last
played his
two.
ass off now. He threw 2 interceptions, but he balled out.
yeah, he threw like 300. He
Oh, he threw 3 interceptions?
threw
Okay,
3
my
interceptions.
bad. Okay.
But I still think he had like 300 passing though.
We got 2 Saturday games. Steelers and Colts. Both
Move
of
on.
them 7-6.
The Colts.
Move on.
What?
Let's do the other
Move
Saturday game.
Colts.
I gave you both Saturday games. That's the second Saturday game.
No, there's a third one. Broncos and the Lions.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, we can do that. It's a 5. They got Detroit by 5.5.
I'll take them 5.5. I like Denver.
Give me Denver.
I like Denver too, because now
What
we got
game at?
in
Detroit.
Detroit. And the reason why I say that is because the Lions can't stop nobody. They get no pass rush, nothing up on the back end. And you seen the Broncos have turned around. They see it. Go ahead.
That's right.
Well, they offense ain't like that, but give me
It's
Detroit.
getting there.
Give me Detroit.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Now you get up 5.5 now.
Now this is a disgrace. This is a disgrace because the GM of the Falcons is back.
Well, why are you putting that game on here, bro?
Wait.
Wow.
Just let me finish.
Bro, it's the Falcons and the No, stop.
Let me finish.
Stop.
Stop. We're not gonna put the game on there. I'm not.
Okay. All right.
Just let me get it out. I got you. How the hell they got that? Just because Skip is here. Why they got y'all 3.5 dogs over 1-12 team? This is fucking ridiculous. But
Carolina.
sorry, Mama. Sorry. Now we got oh wow, we got a pick'em game there. Ooh.
That Dallas game,
Yeah.
You gotta put guys.
we need to put
Dallas in there. You got to,
Dallas and the Bills. Now this is crazy. We got Dallas and the Bills. They got the Bills by 2.5. And I want to go off of where Abe said, or they going with the elements, and I'm picking the Bills. Let's go for it.
If you go, it's cold up there. It's going to be snowing and ice. I like Buffalo also, just for that reason. But if Dallas start running the ball, because Josh going to turn it over.
They're not going to run the ball.
They can't run, Skip.
I'm just
I
saying.
ain't going to say they can't. I'm just saying they not. They're going to deck.
Okay. But that can run too now.
But
because the run will open up the pass.
Kev, don't make me regret this, Kev. Don't make me regret it, Kev. I'm going with Dallas.
I already put you down as Dallas. I knew where you were going.
How many we got, Kevin?
That's 3.
We got the Ravens and Jaguars on the Sunday night game coming up. The 10-3 Ravens, number 1 seed, Coach A's pick for the Super Bowl versus the 85 Jaguars. They're playing in Jacksonville, Baltimore by 3.5.
I like the Ravens.
Lamar.
Yeah.
You going the other way? I just don't. I don't know. I don't trust.
I sound like the Ravens. I like
Jacksonville. So no, I'm talking to D. Jacksonville. So.
But see, this the crazy part with both teams. They do the same thing. Look what Baltimore had to go through yesterday to win their game.
Walk off.
Give me the Jaguars.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I might have to go with the Jaguars with the home field upset. I'm sorry.
But now watch this. The one element that is the wild card is the fact that Lamar Jackson can rush for 200 yards his motherfucking self.
That's the thing. That's why I said Lamar. Just give me.
That's why I said
that's a Lamar game right there.
I totally agree with y'all. But it's the other end, the defense side of the ball. Because you don't know what Baltimore defense you can go get. You know,
they got injuries.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah, Roquan Smith is playing like a monster. And I'm just like, okay. But then y'all will jump out 21-0 or 21-10. And By the time we look up fourth quarter code, we got a ball game. You know, so and Skip say coaching. So that's game there. What you want? What you want?
Monday night.
Kev, I'm trying to. I'm taking the Eagles. Go ahead. I got it. That is a 3.5 spread. We are going up there to the 12th man. I think it's going to be a dog fight. It's going to be a dog fight. It might be some weather elements there. Gino and them, it's going to be a dog fight. This ain't going to be we're going to be dominant. I don't see it. I really don't, unless they get back to running the football like they're supposed to. Well, hopefully we can get healthy and we can go from there. On paper, we are the better team, but that's on paper, in my opinion. Yeah, go ahead.
Update. Tennessee whooping the Dolphins. Well, they ain't whooping them. They beat them 10-7, but they in Miami, so at halftime.
See? Again, it's Skip is looking at.
I'm sorry, say it again.
It's on
Seahawks.
Who you got?
Oh, who? I didn't hear.
Seahawks and Eagles.
Versus Seahawks and Eagles.
I like Seahawks. Mm-hmm.
Man,
Gino gonna be back, and they're stinging from this whooping they took yesterday.
Mm-hmm. They stinging from the last two games because they, in all reality, they had a great chance to beat Dallas.
You're right. Slam and none.
He's back.
So I don't think Seattle is quite ready to take that. They right there like Detroit type of, you feel what I'm saying? Just kind of lingering, but not quite ready. They're gonna be ready for that game, but I still like Philly and close with them.
All right, we locked in. We split on that one.
So how many we got, Kev? We got an even number.
5.
We got to get a trace. Okay, we're gonna leave it at 5. You want to leave it at 5?
That's straight. Unless you want to get one of these trash can games in there.
I got a trash game. I got a trash game for you if we want to call it trash. And it's surprisingly, the Browns are 8-5 versus the Bears, 3.5 spread.
In Cleveland?
In Cleveland, yes.
I like Cleveland.
Cleveland defense gonna smack that.
They're gonna make Justin Fields run for his life. Yep.
Okay.
And what's your call just came in and threw for 300 last week off the couch.
Yeah,
Flacco.
He was in the comfortable. He was in the massaging chair. Came out the massaging chair.
Kurt
Lazy
Warner
boy deluxe.
and came and won a Super Bowl and made it to the Hall of Fame off of that little 7-8 years after the supermarket. So
that was a hell of a career.
But that's all we have on the docket, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's what it is. I have something to post before we get off of here, and I'm glad Skip is on the show. Skip, how do you feel about Mahomes' antics on the sideline if it was hinted by Ted Edwards?
Talking about him slamming his helmet.
This is something
it was to me a tantrum because he didn't play up to par. It was, I'm used to having my way. How dare you throw a flag like that at that point in the game? It's terrible, but it was the right call. Now, all the other stuff we talked about, did he point, why it was never called before, it's never been called in the history of the game, it's out the window because the call was right from what we found out, from the evidence we got. It was right. So him doing that is going to make them change some rules in the game because he is one of the faces of the future NFL. They always change the rules to suit their superstars and their faces. So I think something's going to be done about this. I really do. Now, he going to get fined, for talking like he talked. It's definitely going to be a fine coming down the pipe, but he got a $500 million contract.
Oh, so he ain't worried about that.
You heard what he said. I got enough money. I'm not worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And sometimes it needs to be said, and you pay that fine so you can bring attention to it. Now he bringing attention to the wrong shit. Because if that man didn't point and they can prove that he did, well, they got to prove that he did in order to validify why he went off like that. But you've lost before. This ain't the playoffs.
They just ain't lost like this since he's been the quarterback.
That's
But
the
it
thing.
does.
He never had a blow up even in college like that.
He didn't win. Well, like Skip said, he didn't win in college like that. He went to Texas Tech. They wanted no national championship competition, a conversation of doing that. What I'm alluding at, if it was anybody else cutting up on the sideline like this, it'd have been a
no training, no manners. He needs to be suspended. I can't believe he did that. Anybody else?
You know, Pat Mahomes is the poster child for the NFL, though.
Well, we get it, but I just allude to it. If it was a Cam Newton doing that, you know, Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson, you got an MVP.
I got an MVP, pimp. I'm established.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting at this because I was like, wait a minute, he acting real crazy over there for this. You know, you the MVP.
I mean, they are. I don't want to say mediocre this year, but they have coming back down to earth. They have come back down to earth a little bit. So I just feel like he feels like it's slipping away a little bit. The AFC West, they'll probably still win that, but you know, you probably gonna be going in as
on the road
3 or 4 seed. Yeah.
Well, what they said today was
home game, but
they made the point today that since Patrick Mahomes has been the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, this would be the first year that they haven't had home field advantage all throughout the playoffs.
Yep.
So
no, this ain't the first year because then they have to go to Foxborough that year that Tom Brady beat them in the playoff. I don't know about that kid because remember Tom Brady that beat them in the AFC playoff game. They go to that World Series, to that Super Bowl that year, and they went up there and they would beat Tom Brady them, and that fool got that penalty. Or was that in Kansas City?
I think it was in Kansas City.
That was in Kansas City.
Okay, so but at the end again, it's like we got a child on the sideline acting a fool. In my opinion, you know, he's acting a damn fool.
Now, I will say that KC's defense is much improved. Now, is this slide the Tyreek Hill effect or
no?
Yeah, I agree.
No.
Now, my opinion, they won a Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill. That's the resume. That's the argument. But I think the gig is up, meaning that teams are now like, stop Kelsey. Mm-hmm. And we don't have to, we can lean 2 safeties over the top now because you ain't got that burner out there.
And Abe, we talked about it last week. There's not a single other person, Kelsey and Pacheco. You take those. Other than that, is there anybody on that Kansas City Chief offense that, you know, a defense really has to worry about? I know Pat Mahomes can take off and scramble for some yards every now and then, but when it comes to down the field threats, exactly what D just said, you cover up Kelsey. You know, you pretty much go.
Now my next question is, and we all know Andy Reid is, I guess, calling the plays, but is it the Eric Bieniemy effect too?
Well, you know, that's tit for tat. That's neither here nor there because the play calling hasn't changed that much. It's just that the teams have caught up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andy Reid.
We know how y'all been winning. This man has built a Hall of Fame career off of what y'all been doing since Pat has been there. You know, if you take away when Purdy got hurt, 49ers looked like a goddamn high school team. Not that he's in Pat Mahomes' conversation, but you gotta have everything in place in order for your team to succeed. So you take away what's been helping them. Debo couldn't throw the ball. McCaffrey took a snap. it was more Wildcat than it was him playing quarterback. So you take Kelsey away, like y'all said, and limit the other receiver who's not a big name anyway. Now Pat Mahomes got to work magic.
Mm-hmm.
Only one quarterback in the history of the NFL has done that, and that's Tom Brady. It didn't matter what receiver you put out there with him. He made them motherfuckers famous.
All right, fellas. Let's wrap this thing on up. I know we all got to be at work tomorrow, except for Skip. He's recently retired.
Retire that. I got a job. I can work at the house. Don't be mad at me. Hey, man, I'm glad to be back. If it's only for one night, I had to come on here and talk smack to the Eagles fans and the Cowboy fans and the Falcons fans. Oh, my team, hey, man, y'all see it. But no, shout out to the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes for their first YNC National Championship. Shout out to Lambeau, the parents, the family, everybody for a great, successful season, all the coaches. And again, thank you, Fifth Quarter Sports, for having me back on, at least for one show, if not more. I love y'all.
Hey, man, it's good to be back. As Skip said, thank y'all to the Lambeau family for just supporting our podcast, for just being there, whenever they want to come out, for welcoming them with open arms. Looking forward to next season and getting back at it, building that hunger back up, trying to get that number one spot back. I just want to speak on the college quarterbacks who are not in college football playoff, who are declaring for the draft and not playing any bowl games. I'm kind of against it just because I just feel like without that school putting you in position, you wouldn't have the success that you have. So I just feel like I won't say it's not a big chance that you get injured in that ball game, but you go out with a bang for your school, the place that gave you the scholarship, put you on the map. Even if you play the first half and just say, hey, I want to sit out, but I just think you should still go out there and give it a go for that last game before you go to the draft. And I know they have the whole messing up the money phrase now to where they don't want to do that, but I just feel like now that they get money with NIL and everything else. So, I just feel like they should finish out their career, on the field versus sitting out. Thank y'all. And I'll definitely be back next week.
Thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everyone that does what we do here. At Fifth Quarter Sports, the network. I had the opportunity, me and Kev, to present some awards at the card award show. Appreciate Skip, because Skip was the one that got me involved to meet all these people, and it was a nice, adventurous event, I must say. Big Tex was there in full effect. Kudos to Skip for what Skip does with his trophies and things of that nature. And again, Lambeau family, thank y'all for letting us come in, getting into this little league thing and seeing it on a national stage compared to rec ball. And always, fly Eagles fly. We will be back. We will. Have a good evening.
Oh, back with the hat.
Yeah.
Big Tex.
Howdy.
Jeff
I just
Rodin,
want-
ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to take us out on this.
How about them Cowboys?
Cry, Eagles, cry. Sigh, haters, sigh. That's all you can do right now, because the Dallas Cowboys, as of today, are the number one in the NFC East and number 2 in the NFC. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in tonight. We had a wonderful show. Hope y'all had a good time rocking with us. Who is this in the comments? Miss Simmons.
Another, hold on before you cut it off. That's an Eagles fan too. Y'all got your ass whooped by them boys.
Oh, matter of fact, I got one last thing to say here. Joe Bennett, I need you to pay me. David Long Daniels, I need you to pay me. Coach Abe, I need you to pay me. Skip, whatever your homeboy's name is, I need him to pay me. Man, if I could tell y'all at the Casty, shout out to Miss TJ and Mr. At them Casty Awards. It was Skip. Me and D went up there and presented that award, and Skip decided to let everybody know I was cheering for them boys. I had Falcons fans coming up to me talking about, y'all know y'all gonna get your ass whooped tomorrow, right? I said, who do you cheer for? He said, I'm a Falcon. Rise up. Sit your ass down. I told one guy, he was talking about we leading our division. I said, on trash day, you can put 4 garbage cans at the end of the street. One of them got to get picked up first.
This is true. This is true. I mean, you saying that with your chest, Kev, you got to relax.
Big Tex. He is now Big Tex. That's Big Tex. And
at the end of the day, when y'all was 10-1, nobody could tell an Eagle fan shit. This team right here knocked all the fight out y'all. That team right there in the corner stumped you while you was down. Seattle next week is gonna prove that y'all mediocre. And then what you gonna say?
Who I beat?
okay.
You picked Eagles.
Well,
Me and Skip picked Seattle. You was
good night. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Don't miss it. We are going to continue the antics. We are going to talk some shit, talk some sports. Until then, keep your beer cold and your wings lemon pepper, baby. Yeah.